All right, so this on Lance, this is a 2018 Lance 1172, something that somebody might find helpful in the future. If you ever have to access this basement, I've got a crack situation I need to resolve. I'm gonna go ahead and patch it up on the top side and then the bottom side, just so nothing can migrate through. But I thought that you had to take off this aluminum rim here first to access this entire bottom panel. That's not the case by the looks of it. It appears that it's just custom cut to go right here at the edge, and then that's supposed to be a caulked joint, and it looks like that's about it. So I need to get out some kind of long 2x4s and configure them on here to catch this thing so it doesn't fall, and more importantly it doesn't break across the middle where these cracks are already at. All right, here we go. So it was very easy to drop this bottom out. Do not remove any of these side rail screws at all. This is CNC cut to go right on the inner edge of this area here, so no need to get into that one bit whatsoever. It was very easy. I backed up the truck until I had, I wanted to leave a 3.5 to 4 inch gap underneath the camper. Put a 2x4 from the back end onto some sawhorses or jury rig, something else. 2x4 there, 4x4 here is all I had. Anyway, just progressively release these. I kept some of the inside diameter screws in place. They're very, very short screws, just so that the belly would bow a little bit before I release the ends. And I also feel that's important that you fully support this end over here, or at least one of the two ends. And then there was one seam that I had to cut. You can see this seam. I'm not sure if all Lance campers have that exact same cut right there so you can get in this belly, but I suspect that is the case by the looks of things. It kind of makes sense that it would be designed that way. So you have access to all this stuff. Otherwise, if this is one continuous sheet, it would go way back underneath there, and it's really complicated labyrinth of shit you gotta remove in order to get at that. So yeah, so there's that seal. I just cut that with a razor knife, and you can see it's just an aluminum beam along there, and there's nothing like nothing you can cut, so don't worry about plunging too deep. And then also on this lead edge, there was also a gasket seal, or a tube gasket, whatever, that came along this lead edge. So just cut straight up there, and you'll feel it. Your razor knife will sink right in there. So that's all it was. So now I can get this damn thing out of the way, and I can look and see what my damage is, if any. And then now that I have this what do you call this? This basement decking, super thin, right? Some foam on top, also CNC cut, I'm sure. I just dropped that down so it's sitting on the truck bed itself. Was able to slide out these 4x4s and 2x4s respectively, so that this sheet is just sitting on there. And now what I want to do is just kick these two out of place right here. And I think that the best way to do that, since I don't like asking for help, it's one of my genetic flaws, I guess, if you will, I need to be able to drop both of these at the same time and kick out these sawhorses. So I'm going to screw this other board up into these, and then I'll kick out those sawhorses. I'll be able to lower this thing down very easily, and hopefully I can show you that. This segment might get a little bit long because I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to throw it up there for your consumption. So right now I might say that this is a good time to let you try do your thing. I'm going to go ahead and keep on working while you get to work. So I think that's all these things you can do. You know what I mean? Alright, so this is how I'm going to DIY one man drop this basement. I'm going to go ahead and screw this board up into our compromised. Where'd my other screw go? Damn it. There it is, on my shoulder. So I just don't want it to break in the middle. That's why I'm supporting mine. I think that it can flex and break pretty easily. So I think I would recommend this, even if your bottom of your panel is not stress cracked or compromised anymore. Alright. Oh, let's see. Now should find your center of gravity here and get this guy out of the play. Walk this guy out of play. I'd say this weighs, with my lumber here, probably 40 pounds or so. It's not a big deal. Now, keeping it on the truck bed. The easiest back crawl for a guy with autoimmune arthritis and 55 years old, but it worked. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got here. Sorry about the lawnmowers in the background, or leaf blowers. So you got all the CNC cut stuff here. You got some left behinds. You got I guess maybe some mouse poos, some stuff that's fallen out from the fuse box over the years. Let's see. And what is that, a ant trap? Ant trap. Alright, so anyway, there's the treasure. So now let's get this out of here so we can get to work. Possibly a black water valve. I need to install a new one anyway. Not about that project. Alright, let's see what's under here. Alright. So you got access to your tanks, of course. Give you kind of a orient you here. This is passenger side right. Man, I'm so wanting to look around here for a break or crack in this frame instead of doing this video documentation, but I got to get this done. All right, so yeah, you got some cross members that look like this, right? Little looks like MIG welding, pretty dirty, so I don't think that's TIG welding on there. It's pretty damn dirty. Yeah, that's really dirty welding. It's gotta be MIG. What else do you guys want to see? Okay, right up there, I guess. What would that be? The sink plumbing, I guess. The bathroom sink plumbing. Little vent that goes behind there, vent hose, that silver vent hose. All your wiring bundles here. It looks okay and pretty decent. Of course, you know, you got your radius bends. It's good that they actually use those on this PEX or whatever that stuff's called anyway. Looks like that stuff has held up over the years okay. But yeah, so that's what you got. Hopefully I showed you guys enough to capture what you may need to get at yourselves. There's one of your tank bells right there. Not sure which is which, if that's the gray or black, but then the other one's over here. Your wastegate for that. Okay. All right, you know, do some investigating and see where my brake is if I can. Otherwise, I need to try to get up inside this next layer right there, which I do believe is going to be a big pain in the ass. Even these right here, this would, I think this would maybe get me access above that, but ultimately it does look like that entire piece of trim has to come off, and then this piece of trim to drop that out. Probably got to take off that plate over there as well. No, there's a break right there, so I think I can get away with it. So if I just cut that caulk line there, I believe that piece will fall out once I remove both of those. I suspect both of those got to be removed, but we'll find out, because I think I'm not going to find what I'm looking for here.